Before we get started with this new acquisitions and cleaning video, I want to talk about one failure that I had last month in cleaning. I tried to get a sticker which really was melded to the back cover of a book off by soaking it in Goo Gone. I let it sit for a while and then I tried to get it off. I failed on that one and I left what looked like a large stain on the book from the Goo Gone. I'm here to report that for this book, where I'd taken off that sticker, there is now no stain. It dried completely up. So there's no damage besides the damage I created there. Oh, I guess I should tell you, welcome to Vintage SF. I'm Richard Rempel, and we're going to look at my acquisitions for the last month, and we're going to use some of the tools that I listed in the title here to clean those books too. Glad you're along for the ride. So let's get started. Endangered Species by Gene Wolfe. Fiction as dense as a neutron star and just as powerful. I enjoyed every page of Endangered Species from Washington Post Book World. And on the bottom, one of the most important collections of the decade from fantasy and science fiction. It's a Tor book. And let's see, I believe it was 1989, but let me take a look. Yes, 1989. So there's a collection for the Gene Wolfe fans out there. I think I might tackle his short stories before I tackle his longer work. Next, an author that I've been collecting, especially his paperbacks, Jack McDevitt, The Devil's Eye. This one is an Alex Benedict novel. I used to like Jack McDevitt a lot, and so I'm trying to collect some of these and get back into him here since I've started the channel. There's a tough sticker. We're probably going to try the hairdryer on this one. And there is a sticker on the front too. Might not hurt to try the hairdryer there too to loosen it up. So this one for sure we're going to get in the cleaning portion of the video. Oh, let me take a look here at the publication date. Copyright 2008. Jack McDevitt is quite prolific. Robert L. Forward, Flight of the Dragonfly. This is a must, says Publisher Weekly. I have a note in here because at Doug2424 recommended this book to me and I was able to pick it up. So thank you, Doug. Copyright 1984. Very nice Baen book. This one I really was excited to find. This is a Ballantine book. It's a 50-cent one, so it must be from the 1950s, I believe. This is Star of Stars, edited by Frederick Pohl. This is the best stories from the famous Star collection. So there was Star collections of best ofs, and this is the best of the best. And it's in relatively good condition. We'll see if I'm right that it's from the 1950s. This could be from the 1960s. Here you can see all the authors within. Just a killer list of authors. Copyright 1960, right on the nose. Here, let's just show you the table of contents as well. Let's see if there's some familiar names to me here. I'm pretty sure I've read Alfred Bester's Disappearing Act. Arthur C. Clarke, The Deep Range. I believe that became either a novel or perhaps another collection of stories. And Jerome Bixby, It's a Good Life. I definitely know that one. Adapted into a Twilight Zone episode. All right, just a bit of a strategic hold here. This is a sequel to a book that I already had from last month. This is called Var the Stick by Piers Anthony. And on the back, they'll have, from the three books, they have a panoramic view of the three. Copyright 1973 by Piers Anthony. I have one more to get in that series. This is a book that I've had the audiobook for, but I never had the physical book, and I'd rather read the physical book. The Best of Richard Matheson. I really like the image on the cover here with the giant in the background. This book, I had a viewer named Burl send me an email saying this book was available in one of the stores here in Winnipeg, and so I went to pick it up. So thank you very much, Burl. And this best of is from Penguin, and the date on it, let's see the publication date. The introduction copyright was 2017, so I assume that's when the book was printed as well. This is a very recent find. I love the Science Fiction Hall of Fame, Volume 1, which is the short stories from 1929 to 1964, as voted on by the SFWA, Science Fiction Writers of America. They also did Volume 2, A and B, which were novellas from that time period. I thought that was it. But there is the Science Fiction Hall of Fame, Volume 3, Nebula Winners from 1965 to 1969, edited by Arthur C. Clarke and George W. Proctor. This particular version is a book club edition, and it came out in 1982. Very excited to get this one, as that is a series I've really, really enjoyed. I do plan to go through the novellas sometime on the channel, and obviously continue on here with the Nebula Winners from 65 to 69. Here is what I consider a great find. I love finding these kind of books. It's a pair of books. A treasury of great science fiction. There we go. 4 full-length novels, 12 novelettes, and 8 short stories. That's combined in the 2 volumes. This is edited by Anthony Boucher, or Butcher. You know, I'm from Canada, so I want to say Boucher, but Boucher, Butcher perhaps. A great galaxy of classic tales of imagination and future fiction. Now, these two, they were quite dirty at one point, and I cleaned those in advance to make sure that they are clean. I have a picture of the, by the way, here are the stories in Volume 1 and Volume 2. I have a picture here what they look like without the dust jackets, if you're curious. This was after I had cleaned them and was just letting them dry out. Next, I just recently finished reading a book by Joe Haldeman. This one is called Guardian. A nice hardcover. It's a small, thin book. Copyright 2002. I've never heard of this one. This is a first print. This one I found fascinating, and I haven't really talked a lot about graphic novels or comic books at all on the channel, but this one, Marvel Comics, The Untold Story by Sean Howe, this one really piqued my interest, and I found it for just an amazing price. Copyright 2012. And here's the contents. So we have Creations and Myths, The Next Generation, Troubleshooter, Boom and Bust, and a New Marvel. So this comes in by the time you get to acknowledgements at a tidy 435 pages. No illustrations within. And the blurb on the inside of the dust jacket says, an unvarnished, unauthorized, behind-the-scenes account of one of the most dominant pop cultural forces in contemporary America. So I like that it's from 2012 as well, so we'll get some interesting information potentially about the movies as well. And the last one is a very new book. I couldn't believe I found this one. The Mercy of Gods by James S.A. Corey. As we know, that's the 2 authors. And this is from a brand new series after The Expanse. The start of something truly epic. A bang-up read. I want more. Now, I've heard some people say that it's not really quite there, not as a first novel sort of standalone, but it's part of a series, so I'm guessing that it's going to get better. I mean, The Expanse is something that I've watched the TV series. I want to still read the books. And never too early to start collecting a new series by James S.A. Corey. I think this one was just published in 24. Let me take a look here. Yes, 2024. So I was able to get this brand new book here. It was $8, but I think that was worth it. So those are my acquisitions for this last month. Now let's take a look at some of the cleaning that I need to do. It's mostly stickers and there's a little bit of gook on one of the covers. So let's get to it. All right, let's start off with the toughest one first. We've got a sticker on the front and a sticker on the back. This one looks like it's particularly tough to get off. And we just have a price on the inside. I'll just take care of that first. Here we go. Let's try the hairdryer method. This is going to be riveting footage here, I can tell. I think that was about 2 minutes. Let's see how it works. Wow. For all the people who told me to use that hair dryer, that worked great. There's a little bit of residue there, but nothing that Goo Gone can't get rid of, or perhaps just a wet towel. I think I'll just try that a little bit on the front here too. I think my hair dryer just overheated. Oh well, let's see where we're at. Hair dryer is definitely a great solution. Once again, thank you everyone who suggested that. All right, what do we have here next? I think it's just erasing this. I always try to go from the inside out to try not to rip the page. Okay, on this one I think we have a little bit of work. The cover itself doesn't look too bad. But if I take it off, well, let's first take this off. That's a great price, $2. I think I'll also want to use a toothbrush on here. Try to hold the book tight while I'm doing so. Looks like there's just going to be some foxing there. A little bit of foxing on the top. Not too much, actually. I've heard someone suggest using sandpaper for foxing. I don't know. That sounds a little extreme. And this is a deckled edge, so I certainly wouldn't do that. I don't know if someone knows out there, is foxing the result of dust accumulation on the book? For those of you who are ASMR You're welcome. All right, but here was the main problem. When I took the dust cover off, I could see some dirt here on the book itself and on the dust cover. So I'm going to take a wet wipe and work on that. Let's first work on the dust jacket. Just saw an example there of why it's always good to go from the inside out. All right, so I'm going to be letting this dry for a while. I haven't used bow dart covers yet, but that's something that could go well with this. And let's take a look at the stuff that's on the book here. Let's give it a nice little wipe down. I keep bumping the stand here for the iPhone. All right, so once again, we'll let that dry, and you can see quite a bit of dirt came off of there. I think this book right here, I think all I need to do is just remove its price, which was $2. Seems like hardcover pages work a lot better for removing the price than they do on the newsprint from the softcover books. This one is in really good condition, so we'll just take the $4 price off of it. Just after I'd said that was easy to get off of hardcover book quality pages, this one seems to be a little bit tougher. Not too bad, but there's a faint image still there. I don't know if you can see it. And the last one, this is just simply one of those erasers as well. You can see there, $8 for this one. That's the most expensive book I purchased this month. All right, that was for all you cleaning fans. Until next time, buy some great books, clean them, and read them. Keep reading.